How can principles of rhetoric from your literature background be used to persuade and engage email subscribers? What is rhetoric exactly? In case you don't know, it's the art of persuasive communication. Writers, orators, poets, to using language and discourse to effectively influence your audience. You have certain principles and techniques or tools of the trade, if you like, to craft persuasive arguments and engage your readers and shape their perceptions. And in my case, for instance, I was needing to sell an online course to an audience of potential writing students. I had an email list, a social group which we're a part of, where a lot of these aspiring writers would network. So in this email here, I use a number of rhetorical tools, if you like. And if we start off with what ChatGPT lists, ethos, so credibility and character of the speaker, trust, expertise, authority, the old Google EAT, to enhance the persuasive impact of a message. So in this case, as far as credibility and my character, I used my relationship with Katrina in this case, who the audience knows and trusts already. I used her first name, which establishes familiarity and a personalized sort of relationship that I have with Katrina. So I'm hoping that some of her reputation and credibility will rub off on me and they will trust me with my message. Other tools I used, pathos, appealing to emotions, stirring the feelings of the audience, maybe charged language, vivid imagery, and storytelling. Probably don't have much time to tell a story in this particular email, but one thing I did do was use 4 topical pain points, if you like, that would really make it difficult for writers, or what I refer to as, I'll admit that sometimes it feels like there are almost too many formidable obstacles to overcome as a freelance writer. And I've listed them here: search engines, content mills, demanding clients, and the emergence of tools like ChatGPT, which disrupts and challenges the writing industry. So in that regard, I appeal to that emotional sort of state of a lot of writers, and I set that up. And my idea is to offer them a solution, something that can help them overcome those obstacles. If we look for logos, or using logic, evidence, rational argumentation to support the claims, I probably, when I sort of talk about what the course comprises, we talk about 26 lessons. Then I talk about the fact that normally it's a certain price, but we're going to make it priced at just half the price for a certain amount of time. I put in a sense of urgency, say that it's one-off. So, and I'm using lots of 50%. So there's lots of hard and fast figures, deadlines, and whatnot to sort of create that sense of urgency in the reader. In terms of structure and organization, so well-structured, organized, clear introductions, and whatnot. Well, in this case, I did what a lot of writers do. I took advantage of the fact that as a writer, you can effectively be a time traveler and go back and forth. So I wrote my introduction actually after I wrote some of this middle content. So that helped me to create that sort of structure and flow. And I realized I had to write little segue sentences between, say, the introduction and then the actual what I was actually talking about in the email and what I was offering. In terms of style and figures of speech, style and language, I used alliteration, worked with word warriors. Synecdoche, I used word warriors to replace writers or people like Katrina. So, just little opportunities for alliteration, create patterns, a bit of poetic sort of melody, if you like, just to sort of, engage the reader's mind a little bit more with a bit more nuance.
Well, since you're really